53 years after man first stepped on the moon, we are returning to the moon. The Artemis mission is a series of space missions aimed at establishing the first long-term human presence on the moon and establishing a permanent settlement on the moon. Talking about NASA's Artemis mission is named after the Greek goddess Artemis, who is the goddess of the moon. Hey guys, I'm Ft Raj, so let's start the video. The Artemis mission has three main phases. The first two phases of the mission, Artemis 1 and Artemis 2, were successfully completed. The Artemis 1 mission was completed in November 2022. The mission sent an orbiter and a lander to the moon. The orbiter orbited the moon and the lander landed on the moon's south pole. The success of the Artemis 1 mission was an important milestone for NASA, as the mission proved that NASA was ready for the first long-term human presence on the moon. The Artemis 2 mission will take place in November 2024. The mission will land a female and a male astronaut on the moon. They will spend 2 days on the moon and conduct various experiments. Preparations underway for Artemis 2 mission. NASA has selected 2 astronauts who will go on the mission. The spacecraft and other equipment are also being prepared. The Artemis 3 mission will take place in November 2025. The mission will see a small team of astronauts working to establish a permanent settlement on the moon. Preparations for the Artemis 3 mission are also underway as NASA selects a site for a permanent deployment of the spacecraft and other equipment. Overall, the current status of the Artemis mission is very positive. The first 2 phases of the mission have been successfully completed and preparations are underway for the third phase. The success of the Artemis mission will be an important milestone for space exploration. The potential implications of the success of the Artemis mission are vast. This mission could usher in a new era for space exploration and have significant implications for humanity's future in space. Possible implications of the success of the Artemis mission and some of the specific goals of the Artemis mission are: Number 1, ushers in a new era for space exploration. The Artemis mission will set the stage for the first long-term presence of humans on the moon. It could also inspire other space agencies to explore the moon and other planets. Number 2 has important implications for humanity's future in space. The Artemis mission could have important implications for humanity's future in space, as it could help establish a permanent facility on the moon that would be an important base for space exploration. This can lead to the development of new technologies in space that will make future space missions easier and more affordable. Number 3, finding water at the south pole of the moon. The Artemis mission could help find water at the moon's south pole. Water would be an important resource for establishing a permanent settlement on the moon. Number 4, study the geological history of the moon. The Artemis mission could help study the moon's geological history. This research could improve our understanding of the origin and evolution of the moon. Number 5, develop new technologies for space exploration. The Artemis mission could lead to the development of new technologies for space exploration that will make future space missions easier and more affordable. For the Artemis mission, NASA is working in partnership with various countries and organizations. These partnerships will strengthen international cooperation in space exploration. The Artemis mission is an important milestone for NASA. The mission will re-establish a human presence on the moon and usher in a new era for space exploration. The Artemis mission is an important milestone for NASA. The mission will re-establish a human presence on the moon and usher in a new era for space exploration.